Hello everyone, Alex Zietlow and Mike Kaye for the Charlotte Observer. We are here on the Bank of America Stadium turf less than 24 hours since the Panthers notched their first win of the 2023 season. A big deadline's coming up though, and that's Tuesday at 4 p.m. Mike, what's the latest on it?
Well, the Panthers are probably more likely to be in the seller's market at this point. They're 1-6. They obviously are in the middle of a rebuild of sorts or a retooling. With 6 draft picks next year, they could use refreshed inventory of draft capital. Right now, we've seen some names linked to potential trades. Dante Jackson's a very popular name in reports. He also makes a lot of logical sense as next year his contract becomes a little bit less convenient for the Panthers because he has a big signing bonus due in March. There's also Terrace Marshall, who received permission to seek out a landing spot for a potential trade. Those are the 2 guys we're monitoring, those 2 former LSU players. Obviously, Brian Burns is a guy who would make waves if he were to be traded. I'm under the impression that's probably not going to happen. But really, when you look at Jackson and Marshall, you're probably looking at day 3 picks in return. Now, if they do make a deal and they become buyers, the 2 positions that make the most sense are pass rusher and wide receiver. You could argue defensive lineman as well. I'm under the impression that it's going to have to be for not a lot of draft compensation. It's going to have to be affordable. It's going to have to make sense long term. This is a team that needs to be thinking long term with a 1-6 start, a completely renovated coaching staff, a half turned over roster. So as we get into Tuesday's deadline, I wouldn't expect too much major activity, but Scott Fitterer has constantly talked about being in on every deal. So we've got to keep an eye open before Halloween.